See, one of the laws of sowing and reaping is that when it comes to sowing and reaping, there are some laws that are associated with it. Number one is that sowing means that you stand a chance at harvest, or you stand a chance to reap. It only means that you stand a chance. It does not mean that you will definitely reap. However, it goes positive in the sense that when you sow something good, you are going to reap a higher percentage of that particular thing, which is good, that you did sow or you did planted. And it goes negative in the sense that you're going to sow so much of that particular bad seeds that you're going to reap so much of that particular equivalent of the bad seeds that you planted. So what does this mean? Is that the harvest, that the negative harvest, there will be a negative harvest for you in such a way that those harvests will take away from you, rather than adding to you or being a blessing to you. That's what is there with the negative harvest. Then let's continue with another law of sowing and reaping. Is that sowing and reaping comes in multiple. That means you're going to reap a multiple of whatever thing that you sow. And this multiple, it varies from 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 100, 200%, 300%, 400%, and so on and so forth. That means across the same soil, degrees of harvest can vary, or yield can vary along the same soil. So the fact that you plant all of them on the same fertile soil does not mean that they are going to produce the same level or the same quantity or quality of results. So depending on nature, can even decide to give them varying degree of yield, and that is a result that you cannot actually you can't contend, and you can't deliberately do anything about it. It's just how nature wanted it to happen. Then if we go further, it is not all that you did sow that are going to produce or are going to yield results along the line or at the end of the day. Some may die off in their process of growth. Either they will die off as a result of of bugs. That means bugs will encroach your garden, and maybe you didn't come early enough, and before you came, those bugs has fed on them, feasted on them, and you lose those particular ones. It could also be that it's not the issue of bugs. It can just be issue of weeds. Weeds can come into your garden and they take it over. By the time they take it over, and maybe you were not proactive enough to intercept them, they can take a good percentage of whatever thing that you did planted or you did sow, and it can affect the result of your yield or the result of your harvest. That's another thing that you must actually know about sowing and reaping. Still on sowing and reaping, is that it might happen that you might not be able to harvest some, or you won't see them to harvest. This is because humans will turn into bugs that will come and they will turn themselves into bugs that will come and feast on it. And then And the moment they feast on it, it will make it impossible that at your time of harvest that you won't see these ones to actually what to harvest, and that will actually what affect your yield as well. So we'll continue on this series. This is the Deficit Podcast, and do well to like this video and subscribe this channel as usual. Peace. Subscribe for part 2.